Hey everybody, thanks for listening to On the Podcast, a short episode format podcast to give you something to do while you kill time doing your business on the pot. Or maybe, speaking of pots, you're gonna go buy some new ones from a garden store. I'm not gonna say a big name because we're not sponsored by them.
Home Depot, if you want to sponsor us, we're
Home
open to it.
Depot Lozes. And you've got your pots, you got everything you need, you're in line, but the system is down.
Oh, no.
The system is down. So you gotta stand there, you gotta wait, nobody's moving, nobody's going anywhere.
Nope.
There's no other time for you to get these pots, so you gotta kill time. Put on an episode of our podcast, blast it loudly to everybody else in line to cheer them up and learn something while you wait to enrich your life.
And force everybody to enrich their life.
Yeah, amen. I'm Liz.
And I'm Katie. Hi, Liz.
Hey, Katie.
What are we talking about today?
Katie, in a previous episode, well, in many previous episodes, we've said, we're going to come back to that and we're going to do an episode on it, but then we don't.
This is so exciting. Are we doing one of those?
Yes.
Woo!
So we talked about the Museum of Failures
Uh-huh.
and how it was inspired by the Museum of Broken Relationships.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about the crest-flavored lasagna.
Well, I've yet to try that out, but I will get back to you.
Okay,
when we do.
Museum of Broken Relationships.
Museum of Broken Relationships. Here is the origin of the Museum of Failures.
Broken relationships.
Broken relationships.
No, you said the Museum of Failures.
Yeah. The origin of the Museum of Failures is the Museum of Broken Relationships. So the origin of the origin is from Zagreb, Croatia. And it's dedicated to failed relationships. If you couldn't figure out from the name of this
Famous
place.
ones or just like everyday people?
Everyday people.
Something significant? Well, okay, we'll talk about it. Let's get into
wow.
it.
I feel like sharing,
to
Katie.
know right
Yeah,
now.
wow. So these are objects. They have objects that are left over from former lovers. It started with Olinka Vishtika. I don't know. I'm just really going to
Croatian.
butcher it. It's got funky little symbols over letters. And here we go again. Drazen Grubisic. I think. I don't know. They were together for 4 years, and their relationship came to an end in 2003 when they joked about creating some sort of museum filled with, things that people leave behind, basically.
Did they literally just break up so that they could build this museum?
No, it sounds like they had a pretty good breakup, and they were just like, ha, 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 what about this museum? And then they were like, actually. So 3 years later, they actually put it into motion, and they went to their friends and asked their friends to help contribute.
Okay, keep going, and then I'll tell you that.
Okay. It's the museum's gone on a world tour, and between 2006 and 2010, there were more than 200,000 visitors to this museum.
So, did it tour the U.S.? Did it just
All
tour
over.
Europe? All over the
The
world.
whole world. Yep.
Could people just submit things? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So more than 30 objects were donated by Berliners in 2007. Mm-hmm. Berlin. A lot of people were breaking up in Berlin in 2007. And here's what the founders described it as, and I quote, "It's an art concept which proceeds from the scientific assumption that objects possess integrated fields, holograms, of memories and emotions, and intends with its layout to create a space of secure memory or protected remembrance in order to preserve the material and non-material heritage of broken relationships."
It's deep, man.
So deep, and I love it. So there's three kind of different categories to this museum.
Yeah.
And one is the material remains, and those are things like photographs and letters and other sorts of objects.
Sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Necklaces.
Yep. There's also the virtual web museum where visitors can donate by uploading images.
Cool.
And then there's the confessionals where visitors can share their objects or their messages, their recordings in a safe space.
Ooh, I would have a good story for that one.
It's pretty cool because if you go onto their website, there's a map, and then you can see these little broken hearts all over the map. And if you click on the broken heart, then it pulls you closer into like that state or Providence, and then you click on that and it brings you into a city, and then you can click on that and you can see what someone has contributed. But I did want to mention that some of these things, I mean, there are things like shoes and letters and cards and pictures and things like that. But I wanted to talk about two specifically that I thought were pretty funny.
Oh, I'm into it.
So one was an axe.
Hopefully not used during the breakup.
An axe from a Berliner who used it to chop up her ex's furniture.
Did you see my eyes getting
Yeah,
bigger the whole time?
So
that's intense still.
Yeah.
Like chopping up their furniture.
I know.
Yikes.
I know. So you can read the story on their website, but basically she and her ex were off and on, and then the ex decided to go gallivanting with her new person and leave all of her furniture at her house. So the lady was like, screw this, and took an axe to all of her furniture.
Ooh, that is some deep harbored hatred.
Oh my goodness, I know. Lady, nobody's ever dating you again, that's for sure.
Literally. No sharp objects around that one.
Yeah. And then this one is gross. It's a 27-year-old crust from a wound, so essentially a scab.
Ew. Ew.
Yep. Well, and here's the story behind it. So this person's lover had a motorbike accident, and they recovered from this accident, but there was obviously a big wound. And so this led to the fear of this person thinking that they would lose their lover forever. And at the time they were studying biology, and so they kept this scab sort of jokingly but sort of not, in case they needed to clone their lover. Now the irony is that this overwhelming fear of losing them did eventually end up leading to them breaking up.
Yeah.
And they are now a biologist, so hooray.
Well, good for them.
Yeah.
Cool. You achieved your dreams.
Yeah.
I think oh God,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, gross. So gross.
If I found a body part, it's not a body part, I guess. It's a piece of you.
I think they willingly took it from their lover's body.
Oh, so that the
they took it
they
to say,
knew.
Yeah, to be in case I
Yuck.
lose you, I want to keep this in order to
Ew.
clone you.
Instantly, if somebody takes a scab off of my body and says, I'm going to keep this just in case, I would walk out the door right then.
Yeah, I mean, go to their website, read some of this stuff. There's a lot of very intense, kind of creepy stories. I mean, love makes people do crazy things. There's also some very sweet stories too, though. So I would highly recommend checking them out, getting weirded out, creeped out, feeling some sweetness, and then hopefully you can find the right balance of where you want to be in a relationship when it ends.
I don't know about you, but I cut ties hard when I end a relationship. I'm not talking to that person ever again. I'm not keeping any of their stuff. I delete photos. See you never.
Kind of depends. Depends on the relationship. Some I'm no, I never want to talk to you ever again. And others it's well, I spent a lot of time with you. You were a very big part of my life.
That's when I cut it more.
Yeah.
There was this kid that I dated in high school. We dated for 2 years, and we broke up, and I had his sweatshirt, and I ended up burning it.
Nice. I love that. I've partaked in the destruction of someone else's ex's things, and it is very fun.
It was very much a weight lifted.
Oh yeah. It's therapeutic, and I that's what I think a lot of this museum is that it's almost therapeutic to help you kind of get through this breakup in this relationship, and maybe look back at the weird things you did when you did break up with this person.
I guess I would have donated a pile of ashes.
Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't be the first.
All right. Cool? Question mark, I guess.
I think it's awesome.
I would like to see. I'm just still heebie-jeebied out by the scab.
Yeah, sorry.
I like the rest of it.
Yeah.
And I want to go and look at their stuff online.
That.
All right, very cool. Thanks, Liz.
You're welcome, Katie.
So what's that inside my body?
Burning rage for your ex.
Apparently.
And a little bit of knowledge.
Okay. See you next time.
Goodbye forever.